Have you ever walked into a room and felt all eyes on you, without even saying a word? Or maybe you've noticed people either gravitate toward you or seem oddly uncomfortable in your presence. This isn't just about your looks, your clothes, or your words. It's your aura, that invisible but powerful energy field that surrounds you. And according to the teachings of Carl Jung and other great thinkers, your aura carries the weight of your experiences, your shadow, your consciousness, and yes, your power. So if you've ever felt too much for others, you just might be tapping into something deeper. Here are 13 signs your aura is so powerful it can actually disturb others, and why that might be a gift in disguise. 1. People often stare at you without realizing it. You've probably caught people staring at you longer than what feels normal, and the funny thing is, they often don't even realize they're doing it. It's not always about attraction, it's something deeper. Your aura pulls attention without saying a word. According to Carl Jung, your unconscious energy is doing the talking, stirring something in others they can't quite explain. You're not just seen, you're felt. And that silent impact can be both fascinating and a little unsettling. 2. Strangers either instantly like you or dislike you. You might notice that people either warm up to you right away or seem to dislike you for no clear reason. There's rarely a middle ground. That's because your aura is strong, and strong energy polarizes. Some feel uplifted by it, others feel exposed. Carl Jung believed that when someone is deeply connected to their inner self, it activates unconscious reactions in others. Your very presence stirs something emotional admiration in some, discomfort in others. 3. You make people confront their own shadow. Without even trying, you make people reflect on parts of themselves they've buried or ignored. That's the quiet power of your aura. It doesn't just enter a room, it holds up a mirror. Carl Jung called this the shadow, the hidden side of our personality we often deny or suppress. When you're deeply self-aware, your presence naturally reveals what others are avoiding in themselves. You're not judging them. Your energy simply brings truth to the surface. And for some, that truth can be hard to face. 4. You're naturally intuitive, and people can feel it. You've always had a knack for picking up on emotions, thoughts, and even unspoken truths. It's almost as if you can sense what others are feeling before they even say a word. This intuitive ability doesn't go unnoticed, people can feel it. Carl Jung believed that those who are in tune with their deeper selves develop an almost psychic awareness. And for some, it's unsettling. They're aware that you're seeing more than just the surface, and that can make them feel vulnerable. 5. You're often misunderstood. Because your energy speaks louder than your words, it's easy for people to misinterpret you. You don't try to be mysterious or distant, but your aura often creates that impression. People may label you as intimidating, aloof, or too intense, when in reality you're simply deeply aware and authentic. Carl Jung believed that when we live with such authenticity, it can confuse those who are still trying to figure themselves out. You're not here to fit in, you're here to be yourself. 6. You don't need to prove yourself, and that's powerful. You've probably noticed that you don't feel the need to prove your worth to others. There's no constant chase for validation or approval. Your confidence comes from within. And that's a rarity in today's world. People sense this and it can make them uneasy. According to Carl Jung, when you're truly self-accepting and grounded, it triggers insecurity in others. Those who rely on external validation might find your self-sufficiency both admirable and uncomfortable. But remember, your power lies in this quiet assurance. 7. Animals and children are drawn to you. If animals and children seem to gravitate toward you, it's not just a coincidence or simple attraction. They sense your energy in a pure, unfiltered way, without the layers of judgment, fear, or insecurity that adults often carry. Your strong aura radiates a sense of calm, warmth, and safety, qualities that naturally draw them in. Carl Jung believed that when we're deeply connected to our true, authentic selves, we radiate a kind of purity that others, especially those still in touch with their natural instincts, can feel. It's as if your energy is a beacon of trust and comfort. 8. You experience more synchronicities than most. Have you ever noticed how things just seem to fall into place for you? You experience more synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that don't feel like coincidences at all. That's no accident. Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity to describe the phenomenon when your inner world aligns with the outer world in profound ways. When your aura is strong and aligned with your authentic self, you become a magnet for these moments. It's as if the universe is responding to the energy you're putting out, confirming you're on the right path. 9. You can shift the mood in a room instantly. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the energy change? Whether it lightens or grows tense, your presence shifts the mood in an instant. That's the power of your aura at work. According to Carl Jung, when someone is deeply in touch with themselves, their energy can influence the collective atmosphere around them. Your very being has the ability to uplift or challenge those around you, sometimes without saying a single word. It's a reflection of the strength of your inner world. Before we dive into sign 10, I really hope you're finding this video helpful. If you are, please consider sharing it with anyone who might appreciate these insights. If you'd like to show your support for our channel and the work we do, you can like, subscribe our channel, make a donation by clicking the thanks button right below this video. Your support truly means the world to us. Now, let's move on. 10. You make people reflect on their life choices. Have you ever noticed that people often open up to you about deep regrets, dreams, or insecurities, sometimes without you even asking? It's not magic. It's your powerful energy. Your aura makes others reflect on their own lives, often prompting them to examine choices they've made or paths they've avoided. Carl Jung believed that when we're authentic and self-aware, we naturally invite others to do the same. You don't need to speak on these subjects. They're already being drawn out by your presence. 11. You attract emotional projections. If you've ever felt that people project their feelings onto you, both positive and negative, you're not imagining it. Your aura tends to trigger emotional reactions in others, and sometimes they'll project their own fears, desires, or insecurities onto you. This is a psychological phenomenon Carl Jung called projection, where people unconsciously place parts of themselves onto others. Your energy brings their unresolved emotions to the surface, which can be unsettling, but it's also a sign of your strong and transformative aura. 12. You're a natural boundary setter. You might have noticed that people don't cross your boundaries easily. It's not something you even have to assert forcefully, it's just understood. Your aura naturally sets clear limits, and those who are used to pushing boundaries or seeking control will find it difficult to do so around you. Carl Jung believed that people who are in touch with their true selves naturally project strong, healthy boundaries, protecting their energy without needing to say a word. You don't tolerate emotional manipulation or games because your energy doesn't allow it. 13. You can't be ignored, even when you try. Even when you try to stay in the background, your presence is undeniable. You leave an impression that lingers long after you've left the room. People either love you for it or feel unsettled by it, but they can't ignore you. Carl Jung once said that when we fully embrace who we are, we become impossible to overlook. Your energy makes waves, even in silence, and this powerful aura impacts everyone around you. Whether they realize it or not, you've left a mark, and that's your authentic power at work. So what does this all mean? It means you're awake. You're not just going through the motions, you're radiating something deeper, something that unsettles people who are still asleep to their own power. As Carl Jung once said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue bringing these insights to life. Keep shining.